Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Thursday night, so you know what that means. It means I just hijacked the host's intro. So my apologies. We're getting new at this already, but yeah, you can take it from here.
Hey, welcome to the Impact Watch Along. I cannot wait, and it is the go home show for this weekend's pay-per-view Sacrifice. So I cannot wait. I can't wait for the show tonight. There seems to be a good amount of matches, and you never know what's going to happen since there's a pay-per-view. What do you guys know about Impact so far?
I'm looking forward to Sacrifice. What about you, Will?
I don't know. Maybe someone has a 33.3% chance of winning.
Maybe,
right?
maybe, possibly. Maybe. But once you subtract the 19% and add the 45, you might have a 204%.
Yeah, and then you add Kurt Angle.
Watch that.
Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, and Kurt Angle knows
exactly. Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I suck at math, even Steiner math. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. But we do have at the moment we have Honor No More coming out, and Eddie Edwards coming out here probably to talk more about why he turned on everyone. But we have Bullet Club versus Violent by Design and the Gorillas of Destiny. The Knockouts Championship Contenders match with Chelsea Green and Tasha Steelz. We got Jonah versus Johnny Swinger. Cassie Lee versus Madison Rain. And Eddie Edwards versus Steve Macklin.
And it looks like
that's the one that we're starting. We're starting with Steve Macklin and Eddie Edwards. So
sorry, Jamie. I don't know what your clock says, but my clock currently says 02. So I'm still a minute ahead of your 3 minutes. So I feel like we were 2 minutes ery.
Mine says 05.
Mine says 05 as well.
I got to speed up the clock on my computer apparently.
But on my computer, it's already 7:11. My computer doesn't know what it is. Yes, hello, Canadian Spidey.
I don't know why. Impact, good to see Chris and Will. Of course, you're here as always.
Yes.
Golden summer.
That's right. Dream Team is back.
Yeah, summer.
That's right, folks. We are back and we are doing our thing as always. If we didn't give a proper introduction because I kind of booted it, it's all right. It's all fun. But I'm KJ White. Down below is Will, and next to me is LJ Lyra Joe. And yeah, we're Wrestling for Life Network.
Yes.
We're kicking it off night 2. Yesterday was an amazingly successful day. We are thrilled. The fans showed us so much love. And anybody who's back here today, we're looking forward to it. And we're going to have a little fun. This match is kicking off with a lot of energy.
Oh, I forgot. I also have a Canadian water bottle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, Canada. There's 3 of us here. I don't have more of that.
Why didn't we call it a Canadian wrestling show, right?
I was thinking
pretty
of that.
Much, yeah. We're all Canadian here.
We can have, I don't know, maybe we can have a cool segment of like the Canadian Wrestler of the Month.
Right, we should.
Yeah, like actually, that wouldn't be.
KJ must be.
7. That's
Windows
funny.
7.
We can't figure out why he looks gray. We can't.
No, I'm good now, right? Do I still look gray? I'm wearing gray, so I look less gray.
Okay. Well,
no, you're perfectly fine right now. Yeah.
That was just first night jinx, of course, right?
Will, how do you feel that your name isn't on the thumbnail while KJ and LJ is? Hey, I'm still included.
Jamie just came here to poke fun.
I'm still glad that I'm here. You could put my name down at the bottom left corner, nowhere to be seen, and I'm just glad that I'm right here saying hi.
Yeah.
I like it, Will. And to be honest, folks, we didn't know Will was going to be here tonight, and that was, my bad. But now Will gets to be a special guest, so yeah, I mean, welcome to the show, Will.
That just means that everybody always has to tune in because you never know who's going to be here.
True that.
I like it. You never do know, folks.
Yes.
We got any prediction on this match tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know what you think. LJ, Will.
Yeah, I'm going with Eddie Edwards.
I'm going Eddie too. Wait a minute, is that Steve Cutler from Forgotten Sons?
Yeah,
That
Macklin.
is Steve Macklin.
But
Yeah.
now he's Steve
Yeah.
Macklin.
Yes.
I noticed the resemblance. Okay. Kept the Steve.
Good eye, man. Good eye.
Yeah.
And
I don't watch
hello,
this much.
and hello to everybody in the chat, everybody out of the chat, just lurking around. Hello. Make sure you
Hello.
drop a like and subscribe and a bell icon and comment. It's always fun.
Yeah, join the family. Have some fun. How's it
Notification
going, everyone?
squad.
Good to see you, Chris. How you doing?
Yeah, how are your guys' day going?
Yeah, how's everyone doing? We're on Thursday. Thursday is in the books. One more day
Yeah.
to go. Friday is here. Just gonna get watch some Impact, and then we'll be back at it tomorrow night. And we got a busy weekend ahead, folks.
True
Yeah.
that.
Ooh,
Good first week.
My sources tell me that Steve Macklin is Miss Deanna Perrazzo's fiance.
yes.
Oh.
Miss Two Belts Deanna Perrazzo. That's Mr. Perrazzo.
The champ.
Champ.
The champ.
I'm going the not Eddie. Can't remember his name.
Mrs. Perrazzo. Yeah, Mrs. Perrazzo. Of course.
Yeah, there we
Mrs.
go.
Perazzo.
Mr. Perrazzo, sorry.
Mr. Champ. Yeah, that's Steve Macklin. Thomas. Yeah, I think he's going to give it a go. My money's kind of on Eddie right now. Eddie just did that big heel turn. So we'll see what happens. But, I mean, Thomas is pretty good at making predictions.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
he's kind of known for that.
He's pretty great at it. I don't know many that he's gotten wrong, but I'm just going with Eddie, like you said, because of the big push that he's gotten recently, and because he probably wants to celebrate with his new friends that are all bad.
New friends.
His new bad friends.
His new bad friends.
He's part of the villain squad.
Honor, sorry, Will, but speaking of Honor No More, Ring of Honor now belongs to Tony Khan. He bought it like a child's playhouse with full of characters. Crazy times in wrestling.
Yeah. Possibilities are endless. I love it.
I can't wait to see what's going to happen, especially with the women's division. There are no more excuses. You just bought a whole other one.
Right?
I knew
you
you were
just
going to say
bought another one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent now, and a lot of rumors now. They all obviously pick up the Briscoes and the Kingdom, and what options, what happens with the women division. Will we get some, Roxy, who else?
Well, not Roxy. She recently said.
Oh, she went to WWE. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good, but there's more. There's more. So
we got Kingdom.
Yes.
Could show up.
Look at these guys. This guy, it's Friday already. This guy thinks it's Saturday. What is happening?
I thought it was Friday, to be honest with you.
You thought it was Friday.
Yeah, it felt like it. Like today just felt like a Friday for me.
Yeah, it's been slow, but yeah, it's been a weird day for me here. But it could just be because there's construction outside, and all I hear is the scraping of snow all day.
Oh, that was pretty impressive.
Big spear from he hung him out to dry and just speared right through his abdomen. Now Eddie's outside the ring. Macklin's looking good.
Yeah,
Good
I'm a
job by
little
the not
behind
Eddie
you
guy.
guys. I'm a little behind you guys, and I hate to point out, when Eddie went down to be speared, that looked very like, okay, now it's my time to go backwards.
Look at you. I like it.
Oh, that's my cue.
He kind of just was like, okay, I guess, yeah, whatever.
Ellie, do you want to push the chat box? I just automatically started pushing question boxes, but it's technically, folks, for those who don't know, this is LJ's puppy. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for LJ. So
well, I very much like Impact, and that's cool. You can always click any of the chat. I'm always more worried that I'll click something and I always do that when somebody goes to click the same comment. I'll click it and it just flashes up. So
guys, Eddie decides to take out the kendo stick. He's laying waste.
Someone should edit a lightsaber effect on that. That would look pretty sick.
Ooh, Chris, you got a KJ. You predicted it. Vince inducting Taker.
Got that on the back. Yeah, it was
thought Kane
obvious.
was gonna induct him.
Nah, I thought it was pretty obvious that it was going to be Vince doing that. Ah, fuck.
Well, a lot of people debated it, right? There was a lot of different feelings about who it could be, and if it would be, Kane, or a couple people said like Brother Love, or good old Bruce. But yeah, I mean, the only guy that should have done it is Vince McMahon. Get his 78-year-old ass up there and let the Undertaker know what he meant to your company.
Yes. I'm sure
there we go.
It's very long speech because everybody else gets 2 minutes tops, and he will have half an hour to grumble about expectations.
Oh,
got Maria. We got
that's that. I love the Canadian Frankenstein. He looks so out of place. It is awesome. He looks like he just walked in from like GCW. Like he's just not supposed to be there. Like,
oh,
what?
hey there, Mr. I Got Kids. How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, and I love Maria's jacket. I would love it. Nobody would be able to. You couldn't hug anyone, but that's fine. Her entire outfit of just pink spikes. Porcupine. Delusional. I know a thing or two about delusional. Oh, we got this. What do you guys call fizzy drinks? Pop, Coke, or soda? Well, here, I don't know about you guys, but it depends on the brand for me. Usually it's pop if I'm talking about a no-name type of brand, a Kroger type Western family.
Yeah.
Coke is Coke, and soda is whatever
cream
they
soda.
tell you. Yeah, cream soda.
Yeah, right?
Everything else is just like, yeah, I'll take a Pepsi, I'll take a root beer. Usually you just call it by its name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone calls it soda. Hey, give me a soda. When was the last time someone threw that at you?
I think I've heard that more at like fast food places. Like what soda? That
Can I get a liter of soda? A liter of soda? A liter of soda, please.
Soda. Okay. I'm gonna need some help here in the chat because I don't know who Jack Sparrow is yelling at. I have kids. I don't know who Jack Sparrow is here.
That's Vincent. That's the horror king.
That's Vincent. Vincent. Yeah. Okay. Face to name. I totally
yelling at Mr. Icon.
I'll take your chat if you want.
Okay.
It's happening right now. Good. I like Vincent. I'm a big fan. He looks like a character that rocked off in a zombie movie.
I have nothing against him. He kind of looks like he does. He looks like he got out of a Rob Zombie movie, straight from Devil's Rejects. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly the first thing when I first started watching him, and when he grabbed this gimmick, it was like, did Rob Zombie design this guy?
He could totally be like another member of the Firefly family.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind that.
Speaking of them, I worked the Firefly family into an English essay in university.
That's pretty impressive. That's good.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the teacher was very confused, but oh well. Could you see Moose in WWE? I could. Maybe when this contract's over, because right now he really likes Impact. He's getting a lot done. He does have an injury right now, so maybe when he's healed up from that and thinks he's done everything in Impact, because I think his last interview he discussed how he wasn't done. There was still people to go through. There's still I'm pretty sure they're working with AEW at the time, so he was still insinuating them. So if that doesn't end up happening before the end of his contract, I think he could go to WWE because he's a big beefy boy, and Vince, that's exactly what he's looking for.
Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely. What do you think, Will?
I think not without a manager. Like if you saw that one promo, he's like, it doesn't matter how elite you are.
That was so funny, but wrestling is cheesy.
Right.
Not all of it,
I don't think you really want that much cheese. So
no, they wouldn't allow that much cheese in WWE.
But I could definitely see that happening though, with or without a manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys get to this is actually a new commercial. This is a fun game I like to play on the Impact Watch Along. I will pay attention to the commercials because it's very fun to see what kind. And right now I got Blue Chew, which is a great start to the Lady of the Night calls and multiple gambling ads.
Oh,
why is she
okay?
That's
what I'm getting too. Like the new 888 poker.
I'm getting 888 poker.
Yeah. Where you
Yeah.
get?
Oh no, I got Wendy's right now. I just had a Blue Chew ad, and now
Oh,
I got Wendy's.
I got a Bowflex ad.
Me too.
Yeah.
So this will be very fun to see. Usually as soon as 8 p.m. hits, it's like instantly these ladies are waiting to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
Free trial. How
What?
do you free trial? Like how do you what?
Wait, how do you
Single
free
moms
trial
in your
a phone
area.
call? Like, is it like, all right, this isn't working for me.
I don't know. Like
Or maybe after
I don't
20
know.
minutes, please e-transfer this much to continue your call.
Why do you seem really comfortable with that message?
I'm not.
Hey, maybe
No.
we'll call it for a joke one day.
Yeah, we
But,
should on air. We'll
yeah.
call it. Oh.
And this is interesting. Yesterday and all throughout social media this week, AEW has been promoting the awards. So has either of you guys gone online to vote?
I have not voted. I don't think
I have
never
not
voted
either.
on that stuff.
I
don't vote.
haven't either, but I did vote last year, so I plan to do that probably later today or tomorrow morning in
There you go.
case, because I think they close tomorrow because Rampage and Revolution and stuff.
Oh yeah, it will definitely be tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I
But
could definitely
it's
do that in the afternoon. Yeah, tomorrow.
it's really fun though, because it's like last year's was like best promo. I voted for Brandy's because I just liked when she was yelling at Jade like, "Who the hell do you think you
I
are?"
remember that. Yeah.
That was. I just love that promo. It's so funny. So, but I'm pretty sure MJF won that one.
Yeah,
I
Hey,
think so. Yeah.
he's still great. He's still great.
he's gonna win it
So,
again this year.
Just got
Yeah,
So
for that
it was-
little crying promo we did.
Right, probably next year. That was insane. That whole the sequence was insane, and we all knew he was going to do it, but he did it so well. Every one of us was like, "Oh, did that just happen? Oh, he totally did it!" And then he just
Yeah,
we were
every one of
literally
us.
narrating what was going to happen, and we were still surprised. It's
Yeah, and then there
ridiculous.
was you. Oh my god, the love. I loved it.
Well,
I can't. My source is 1 second. I'm just gonna mute myself for a second at the moment.
that's
All
not
good.
a problem. Okay,
All
we got
good.
it. And yeah, we got Heath and Vincent in the ring about to set off. Folks, welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. We are having fun. We are having a good time. Life is good. We're on Thursday. By the time Impact's done, we'll be going to sleep for Friday. Yes, Jamie, we know it's Friday over there and you call it soda. But other than that, we're looking good. We're feeling good. And it's been a crazy week, but a very positive, a very productive week.
Yes.
And we couldn't be happier.
And did you know PG Punk used to be in TNA? He was just for a little tiny bit, just one little tiny run there, just a bit.
I had
could
no
blink.
idea.
You blink and you miss him. You'd blink and you'd miss him. But we did. Yes, I did get clarification. We have up to March 8th to vote, and the results will be up on the 23rd, only on their YouTube channel. So probably the before show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. If there's a bathroom break match and I'm still on, I'll vote while it's on.
Yeah, tell us what the
you
questions
should live
are.
vote. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
I'll tell you who I vote for.
Right.
But I'm actually interested in this right now.
Here's a bad joke. That will actually make you laugh. Why is the painting jailed? It was framed.
Sometimes we feel like painting. Sometimes we feel like paintings.
Yes.
It happens.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What free agent would you like to see come to Impact?
Ooh.
This I'm gonna offer up to you guys first because you're guests here. Who do you guys want to see come to Impact? There, KJ, Will.
Oh man, we've talked about a couple. I mean the
Cesaro.
There you go. He beat me 2-1. Cesaro's a good one. I think he'll end up in AEW, but I think Cesaro's a good option. Well,
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah. What about
originally,
Will?
I thought Karrion Kross would be a better fit in Impact, but obviously they have a history, and that's not likely to happen. What else we got? I mean, Strowman's still out there, but apparently they couldn't come to terms. So I don't know. I mean, we got lots of options. I like that we have options. Cesaro might be a good bet, but he seems pretty. He's probably going to head that the other way.
Yeah. Is anyone gonna talk about how Heath's pants look like CM Punk's shirt?
Yes.
Yeah.
They look like his hand tape. It looks like he took Punk's hand tape and put him on his legs.
Right? It made me laugh because you were just literally like his pants. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, Punk usually doesn't have pants. Like Punk's shirt? Okay.
Yeah, but, well, I didn't know a good way. Like his logo, his shirt, his.
Yeah, the white and red definitely gives a Punk T-shirt vibe.
I tried to get a closer look so that way I knew I wasn't tripping.
Joe. Yeah, I mean, I think Joe would be amazing, and I mean, even if he didn't come in as a full investor, right? Like, wouldn't you agree with that, LJ? You watched a lot of Joe, I guess, at one point.
If Samoa Joe showed up, the whole place would explode. Yeah. Like, it would be amazing. And his music in TNA Impact was also good. So, wasn't better, but it was okay. Yes. I think those are all really good options. Cody could also show up, but I don't know. I think he's going to Ring of Honor, to be honest.
Yeah, that's where my head's at.
Oh, we got even more picks for Samoa Joe.
Yeah, yes. Joe. Joe was I should have picked up on Joe because we were talking about it recently, and there's still someone else. I know it's going to pop in my head, and I'll be like, oh, they should have went to Impact, but that'll be like 20 minutes from now.
There's a premiere of New Japan going on at 10.
Is it New Japan
premiere?
Yeah, on Fight.
Yeah. Oh, we got Victor. What's his name?
What's his name?
Vincent.
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 You won't stick with
the VI.
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
I'm more like Rob Zombie. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like Rob Zombie.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, the action's back and forth right now. They're swinging, folks. So
I could not tell you who is going to win because both of them are evenly matched right now. And that is the New Japan Pro Wrestling season premiere. That's very interesting that they work so well together. They literally have advertising on each other's shows. So that's really cool. Right. Look at all of that cooperation.
But it's crazy to see a time now where we get GCW readily available. We get New Japan readily available. Impact's more accessible now that it's come back from the depth of wherever it was. There's more access.
It was the Kraken ate it at this point. Yeah.
Jamie, would it be Cesaro out of nowhere? Could be. Why not?
That would be awesome. That it would be pretty great if Cesaro could just show up. I think he would have so much fun. The key to eliminate everybody in the X division, and him and Moose would have a match of the year if given the opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, those are very good points.
Or we just got Morrissey in there since Moose is with the shoulder thing. Yeah. Maybe him and Morrissey, or him versus Eric Young.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's options there. I mean, that's one of the things I like to do when I start Canadian. When we start debating on who should go somewhere. And so the same thing, like we talked about with Braun Strowman, it was like you see him go to AEW. Who does he fight? Jungle Boy, Darby. So same thing with kind of Cesaro at a different degree is how does he match up? And when you start saying names like Moose or Morrissey or even guys like Heath and they're all kind of in that same kind of mold. I think we do well. When we talked about it in the chat the other day, we joked about bringing the Kings back and going,
yeah,
where's Chris Hero when we need him?
I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, they were good,
especially with the tag division in AEW, which we saw last night. They would fit in nicely.
It's crazy. I almost forget how many tag teams they have.
Yeah, and they use them all.
Yeah, sometimes they need to use some more than the others. I was still bummed out that Santana and Ortiz were on the bottom looking up with still 4 teams to go. I was like, shucks.
Discount Kiss.
Discount Kiss. You guys got to go watch Dead President. That's a good movie.
Hmm.
Look it up, dead presidents, and then you'll go, oh, we see the face paint. Anyone out there see dead presidents? Let me know. I know Thomas. Presidents. Jamie, I love that movie. Yeah, there's tons, Chris.
Yeah. They actually want us. It
LJ?
used to be on TV, but they actually want us to pay for it now on YouTube LMAO.
Right.
That's yeah. Oy.
There was a lot of buzz when they went to Spike. When they signed that Spike deal, like a lot of people were like, oh, shoot, like this is going to be legit. And then they just kicked it down the street. They couldn't get their shit together. And it's like the better opportunity I had, the worse it got.
Yeah. Dixie Carter.
Oh.
Dropping names. Oh, Dixie.
And this is still going on, folks.
I have not seen that movie. Look at that. We're gonna have to do a watch along or something.
Oh, watch along a dead president.
Yeah,
I am only aware of the punk band called Dead Presidents. I didn't know there was a movie called that.
I'm not aware of either.
That's why everyone like the face paint. Anytime you've seen that face paint, like Santana Ortiz, that it's inspired by that movie.
Are you sure? Because I thought it was inspired by the Santa Maria ghost of the Cacuis in the Latin American tradition of like a boogeyman.
Cucuy.
It's called the Cucuy.
Yes.
And they paint their face like that.
Yes, that is accurate.
Yeah.
But that's where the movie got it too.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
I'm like, you just started busting out Spanish, and I'm like, all right, she knows what like.
That would make sense that they also got that makes more sense. I'm good. We're talking about the same thing.
Big move by Vincent. By the way, there is action going on, and it was a very good show. Very good match so far, folks. We're 2 in, so I'm happy with Heath and Vincent. This is the crazy times about wrestling. We got all these weird matches we never thought we were going to see. Like we watched Christopher Daniels and Bryan Danielson fight for the first time in 17 years. Did they say 17?
I think they said 20. 20? No, yeah, 20.
Yeah.
They said either 20 or 17, somewhere around there.
Probably because of the Spanish just broke out, and I was like, yeah, the next,
like, what?
The Latin American boogeyman, the Cucuy.
Cucuy.
Yeah.
Cucuy.
They could be pronounced differently, but that is the word that I got because I've learned that sometimes the ending of the word, like la or o, it could change.
It
could sound a little scarier than.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with Canadianizing any word. It happens.
Never.
Don Cherry made a career of it, and for anyone out there who doesn't know who that man is, Google it.
Don Cherry's a legend. Yes.
I was just gonna say that legend, Don Cherry. Miss that dude though.
Yeah, man. He used to. So I know we're not talking about wrestling right now, but I used to coach against his grandson. So Don would come in the games, and he would always come late in like sweatsuit and be very inconspicuous. But so when the coach has to leave the game, you have to walk around the boards, right, to get to the other side. And he'd be standing in the corner. And I used to give him a hard time. I go, Don, every time you're here, the refs suck. He's like, you get favorable refing. Oh, come on. So yeah, no.
Imagine him doing a coach's corner at those games that you coach.
Yeah, no. When once people realized who he was just surrounded. Like, so that's why he tried to come in and such. But us Canadians, we're awfully polite.
And
always.
He always had the best wardrobe of suits, which I'm convinced Jericho has access to. I'm just convinced they all share the same key to this closet of suits.
Maybe.
We got more in a chat. So there is one of the best at French since the three of you are Canadians. So which one of you is the best at French?
I suck.
I used to be fluent. Now I'm not really that much anymore. Been a while.
No?
Yeah.
Is it like riding a bike?
Yeah, but also if you don't ride the bike
Wow.
for very long, it will take a while to get used to. Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
Will. Big W and then mauled. So Heath picks up the win, and we got a brawl. We knew it was coming.
He's got kids. He needed the dub.
Yeah, he needed that. Yeah, I can't speak very much French. I got some, definitely. I could probably survive if I could get help if needed. That's about it. That's all I got. That's it.
Oh, now we got Taven and Heath.
Oh, here's Moose.
Uh-oh.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
This is why this is the best watch along. Going to learn some stuff. Yes, we always learn stuff.
There we go.
It's so fun. I have so much random knowledge. You will always get to learn stuff. So at least that, if you have us on in the background, not even watching
What
wrestling,
the
you
hell?
will learn
Did you
something.
catch that?
Yeah.
Miss LJ, Moose just got fake pinned.
Yeah.
I just noticed that and I was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on?
I think my stream needs to catch up a little bit more.
So
Just a little bit.
Well, we know who's losing at Sacrifice.
Well, yeah, right. The guy holding the belt right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bad luck.
That's
Dawn
bad luck.
always in the corner. Yeah, Dawn
Coach's
Cherry.
corner.
I cannot imagine Dawn Cherry being inconspicuous and be like, nobody's looking at me. Sir, you're the loudest man.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Hoodies and
Facts.
sweatpants. You never know even wore a color.
oh, I would.
So finally a big stance for Impact. I mean, they're standing tall for once, and Heath looking primed to take on Moose this weekend. And by the way, folks, we will be here this weekend for I keep wanting to call it No Surrender, for Sacrifice, and then we'll be back for Revolution. I can't wait for Revolution. You can't wait for Sacrifice. I can't wait just to hang out with you guys. So there we go.
I can't wait. I think it'll be so much fun. I with the amount of matches on the Revolution card on Sunday, we're gonna need some snacks and
snacks.
So much.
Wow.
We got more. I love all these quizzes. Charlie Chaplin or Mr. Bean? I'm gonna go with Charlie Chaplin just because film major. But Mr. Bean's awesome. I'm not gonna deny Mr. Bean.
Jamie, do you even like wrestling?
He's just like, yo, donuts. Oh,
he's like, maybe we can distract him for a while.
Hey, it's all good. But
he loves us. He loves us.
No, I know. I was just
all good. It's all good.
Always got to get to know someone, you know.
That's it. Get to know your host. I like it.
Yeah.
Live Q&A.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think, Mr. Bean or Charlie Chaplin?
Is there a Pee Wee Herman option? I don't know. I don't watch either.
I mean, obviously Chaplin's a legend for what he was, but I'm sorry, I spent way more time in my life laughing at Mr. Bean. And, yeah, I think us Canadians get a touch of that British TV here. You know, we get Bean and Coronation Street.
We do. We seem to swap a lot of content. The UK gets a lot of our reruns, and then we get a lot of their reruns.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Mr. Bean would kill me, man. Like the episode where we took all the time to get in, take his suit off with his bathing suit on, and then the guy got up and he was blind. You're like, oh man.
Oh, we got some technical difficulties, but it's okay. We got more. Look at this. We got who eats the most donuts since you're all Canadian. Well, I do eat a good deal of donuts.
I'm low on the donut list. I'm a cookie guy. I don't eat a whole lot of donuts. I probably had 2 donuts in the last, year.
Cookies are good. I'm not. Those are. It's pretty good. If you want to go like cookies or don't, that's pretty good.
Right. Now we got 2 ladies in the ring, by the way.
Oh. Well, at the moment, my stream is so far behind. It's ridiculous. So you're gonna have to keep me updated.
Well, I mean, it would appear that we have a lady of Russian origin at this point.
Oh yeah, Masha Slamovich.
That's it.
Masha Slamovich.
I wasn't even attempting her name. But yeah, interesting booking. I mean, a lot of people have been stepping away from which I mean.
Oh, now I have finally caught up. Yes, That is their Misha or Masha Slamovich.
I hate to break
She
it
is
to you, but the match
awesome.
doesn't last long.
Pardon?
The match doesn't last long.
No, I get caught up and she won. That's it. Yeah.
No, she's definitely gonna come up, folks. It's
Yes. But she looks pretty awesome, so I would love to see her versus Deanna or her versus Havoc, like or Su Young or Madison Rain. I'm sorry, I could just keep going.
There you go.
Great. We got Revolution is stacked. Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes,
shoot.
it is.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's all good. I do that all the time.
And we got God with cutting a backstage promo as well going on right now. They're just letting the Bullet Club know, and obviously they're not happy with how things have played out. And obviously, you know, our boy Jay White chose the other tag team over him. The Good Brothers are locked in, and here we go. So interesting times.
I'm gonna have to ask my source on this, but do the Gorillas of the Gorillas are they related to the bloodline? Because they're looking quite Samoan.
Right? Are they part of the crew?
Yeah, my sources
probably.
I just mean there seems to be a lot of family in wrestling, and the Samoan family is like spread out everywhere, so I wouldn't be surprised. But there's also Terrence and Terrell, who are Devon's sons, who are also supposed to be popping up in wrestling on the indies, but I'm not sure what their wrestling names are.
I can remind you of that one. I just wanted to look up.
Yes. Okay. And yes, Chris, not a big donut guy either. Yeah, I like them because there's donuts nearby, and I'm really liking all the strawberry ones that are coming out of Tim Hortons, like the strawberry shortcake. It's really good. Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll be in the drive-thru and it'd be like, whoa, but no.
Sometimes I know, but sometimes you're like, I should get it because it looks good, and then you get it and you're like, what is it? Yeah.
All right.
That's why I only got the strawberry one, because I was like, I see it. I can see the quality, and it's good. So.
No, I completely agree with that, LJ. And I mean, every once in a while I'll catch you. But to let our international audience know, the primary purpose of Tim Hortons is coffee.
Yes.
It's coffee. And maybe a bagel or a muffin, but it's generally the coffee.
It's mostly coffee. I'll get like some hash browns, you know.
Remember when their hash browns were the cardboard?
I like them because they're baked, but I know a lot of people prefer McDonald's because they're like deep fried. So I understand there's a lot more flavor.
Yeah, they're under the name.
We already got more casino. Geez, again, I gotta ask you this. Do you gamble? Does people gamble this much? Because I don't. I understand the funness of gambling, but it's not something I want to put on my phone and be like, I'll kill an evening playing a slot game that doesn't do anything.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's big business. I mean, forever, you know, you can go to the casino and get broke, but at the end of the day, if you
But this commercial is literally, let's put on our diamonds and play on our iPad.
That's the thing right now. So now you can play it anywhere. You have it on your phone. You have it on your cell phone. I mean, for me, I'm more of a card player than I hate taking chance, and I don't tend to have the greatest luck. And I mean, sometimes I do. Look how this week went. So, I mean, there are times where luck works out. But speaking of luck.
Hello.
Look at that.
Sorry, I was eating some bacon. My mom made bacon. On the topic of Canadian.
What you come back with?
Yeah.
Bacon is always, it's fine.
It's allowed.
Fair. Yes.
It's my bad.
Bacon is allowed.
Bacon.
Have you ever? We got more questions. Have you ever watched Only Fools and Horses?
No.
No, Thomas. No.
I'm winning. No. Which is very interesting because that's what in the world is that? Maybe it's another one of those British shows.
Yeah, I think Only Fools. Yeah, it's a British show. I think I've heard that. Maybe it's a British show. I'm gonna look dumb if it's not.
I don't know.
Only Fools and Horses. It is a British television sitcom.
Yeah. Okay. No, there's what is it? Still Game, Jamie. Still Game is
So
one
what
of
is
my
this one?
favorite shows. I watched that a lot. Mrs. Brown's Boys. Obviously that got some international fame. But I remember we were ordering the DVDs of Miss Brown Boys from the UK, and we had to play around with the VCR settings and everything to get them to work. But not VCR, not that old, DVD player. So,
Yes.
but yeah, no. Faulty Towers, I think, was another one, but I didn't really watch that one much.
I watched definitely. We see Mrs. Brown's Boys, but they're like you said, they're more international at this point.
Yeah.
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 It's just so much of Miss Brown's Boys reminded me of some family members and such, and that's kind of the environment I grew up in. So it's takes me to that group of people.
Okay, how many more gambling commercials are we gonna get? This is starting to drive me crazy.
Oh, it gets worse. Just wait for 9 p.m. to hit. Just
Well,
wait.
I don't know about that. Maybe I'll be resting, but yeah, I wouldn't. I'm already
but the
going
closer
crazy.
it gets, the more it gets. Yes. I don't
Well, I mean,
understand
we're
why you don't create a
8:43.
Discord or just the three can screen share it and still have it notified. Yes, we are working on that. Will has to help because Discord it hates me right now, but we're working on it. Don't worry. It's in the works. Yes.
Yeah,
That is if I figure out how Discord works. So
Okay, so then I will
work in progress.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Work in
But
progress.
we are working on it.
I think the understanding part of this situation, Jamie, becomes the fact that we weren't even a show 2 days ago. So, yeah, thank you for being here. And Discord is coming, new shows coming, new looks, new graphics, new everything. We're working on everything, folks. But yeah, no, we just wanted to be up and hang out with people we love, including us two. And that's why we're here. So stay tuned. More is coming.
Yes, and we have. Do you want to see Lana show up anywhere? I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see Lana show up with being the valet for her wonderful husband, because he puts her in promos already, and she's already over. And I think it would be very cool in like what they were trying to do for Karrion Kross. Like Miro keeps losing until Lana gets here, and then it's like, oh, my wife, I have to win. This is my wife.
I haven't seen Miro in anything but Instagram pictures for the last while, though. So
I think
he is. He's hard. He's just getting over an injury. It's almost done. Like it's kind of just healing up the rest of it.
Right, and out comes the influencers.
Yeah, I wonder if that name is like Jericho and the influencer. Like, what's going on with that copyright? Also, Miss Madison Rain, you are a beautiful person, not an influencer. Well, what are you doing, miss?
Okay, what's that website? I'm gonna vote.
Hey!
Yeah, what is that website?
What's that website? I genuinely want to know.
Oh, but you said you were gonna pick the match that's like go to the bathroom. Just because it's women's match doesn't mean it's go to the bathroom.
No, I'm not saying that. I just want to vote right now. I just want to vote right now.
I'm not. No, I'm
just voting.
I think if you Google it, it's pretty easy to find. I honestly don't remember. I think. I don't know.
Right.
Why are they taping the ground?
I joked about when it came to Lana and Miro. What is happening?
I don't.
They're taping.
Oh, that's where he has to stand. It's not allowed to leave the X.
That's your reserve spot. Don't do anything.
You stay there. You don't move.
Okay.
Well, because they've had some static, and he was getting kind of friendly with the enemy. So,
but this just means that they're gonna fly off, and he's not gonna catch them.
Well, you think there's gonna be something that he moves from that X, and he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
But with Lana and Miro, I thought, I'm like, you really want to make an impact? You have them roll in like they did at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Right? You want to send shockwaves through the world.
Yes. Oh, we got who's coming out next? What? Sorry?
Okay, yep, definitely.
I was about to say the name, but I was caught off guard by something. Sorry. Yes, it is Cassie Lee, part of the Inspirations versus Madison Rain. I don't know who I want to win because I love both of them. I suck at picking who wants to win because I love the inspirations and I love Madison Rain and the beautiful people. So I suck at this.
Well, I mean, you can't pull a Cody.
No, I know. No.
That's
Pretty
middle
lady.
tunnel lady.
Yes. Well, then I will go with Madison Rain. I'll stick with the beautiful people. But Will is going to vote live, and I will we'll get to know the questions. You can tell us what the questions are.
I just need to know like what the awards are, so that way I could just Google something awards and it will pop up.
I would just type in AEW awards vote.
Okay, AEW awards vote. I'll just do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It popped up.
You know what? I haven't
2022.
seen it, but I know I've heard it.
Yes.
There we
Canadian, of course, they haven't seen it. Yes. Yeah.
Wait, I got a couple.
Voting. Best moment on the mic. Okay. CM Punk returns. Bryan Danielson calls out Kenny. MJF thinks the Midwest is mid.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. MJF thinks the Midwest is mid. I know my vote. Dr. Britt Baker welcomes fans to Britsburg. And
yeah, the Britsburg promo was pretty good.
And Eddie Kingston is set to punish Miro. That's those are the options.
I'm so biased through Eddie, and I mean we weren't really sure who. I mean, Eddie was coming up, but that was kind of his moment to kind of get over. But I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking. Well, I want to do the Midwest one, but I'm thinking CM Punk returns.
Sorry, I missed the CM Punk returns because I was talking.
That's definitely winning. I'm going to choose that. There we go. Oh, submit vote.
Yes.
Best Twitter follow.
We have full conversations. They know Mr. Bean there, Jamie. Yes, we do. Miss Brown's Boys is the best. It is. It's very hilarious. For all the Christmas specials and everything. Yes, Canadian Spidey. I love Mrs. Brown's Boys. Looks like, hey, maybe one day we're gonna have a watch along, like a because it's always not show it, but laugh to the jokes.
You bring Mrs. Brown's Boys some snacks and maybe a special ingredient, and you guys will have the funnest watch along of your life.
Hey.
You watch a big bearded
maybe in the new Medea movie and making a new season. Okay.
Medea.
Is that Miro? No, like who's in the Medea movie?
I think his last
Mrs. Brown's Boys. I think that's what they mean.
The best, and then it was in the new Medea movie and making a new season. So maybe Mrs. Brown shows up in the movie.
Sometimes our audience needs to remember we don't know when they said that.
Yeah, true. All right. Next category.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you might as well all be called Ed, Eddie, Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie. We should do that for Halloween.
Okay, next category, best Twitter follow. Nyla Rose, Young Bucks, MJF, Dr. Britt Baker, or Orange Cassidy.
I'm voting for Nyla Rose because I follow her on Twitter and she's absolutely hilarious. Her and the Young Bucks will go back and forth. Like she'll comment. It's always so fun. Sometimes she's talking about anime. Sometimes it's a joke. I'd vote for Nyla.
I vote Young Bucks for the whole why are we here? Like their Twitter bio.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty tough on the Young Bucks for what they give us sometimes, but I'm all for that back and forth. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like their little jabs at the world.
Biggest beatdown. Ooh.
We have, can we just applaud KJ for working on Thursday? Yes, we should. Absolutely. All the claps for you because you are working on Thursday. This is your day off, sir. So thank you.
The passion.
Yes.
We're not getting a day off for a while, folks.
No.
Yeah, we learned that.
I'm working every day now. When have you seen this?
Yeah, we got the playboy here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We got an inspiration and
Buddy Buddy just caught a
You remember the flirtation last week, LJ?
Yeah.
what?
So they were.
Okay.
I thought he was going to end up screwing up.
Yeah.
Oh, his name is Caleb. I forgot his name.
Caleb with a K.
What's his
Okay,
name?
yes, Caleb with a K. Yes.
Pain in the
Or
ass with an
C, or is
A.
it with a C or a K? I don't know.
Caleb with a C?
I don't know. Oh, unfortunately, Madison Rain has lost, but that's okay because the Inspirations won, and I like them too. So, but
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that it's already a better love story here than like NXT and
More bacon.
and the what is his name? The circus guy on Raw. Reggie.
Oh,
Reggie and Dana Brooke.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's already a better love story than them because theirs is very confusing.
He just nicely put her down. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
He was a gentleman.
Yes. And we have, yes, Mrs. Brown. Sorry. Mrs. Brown
Right.
is in Medea, the new season coming. Thank you.
Really?
Thank you.
That's a crazy combo.
Why is LJ bringing up Halloween in March? Because I live in Halloween Town. End of story. That's it. I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, great, but where's Halloween? I'm one of those.
I'm a big fan of Halloween. I'm not a we got to think about it all year long person, but I'm a big fan of kind of getting into the festivities. And yeah, a couple years ago, I won a prize for being a werewolf.
Ooh. Cool.
Not bad. No, I love going in the costume contests and stuff. I just like winning stuff. Period. It's fun. Why I like wrestling. Somebody wins most times.
Yeah. Yes. I'm more in it for the cosplay because I just love making costumes.
Right?
So fun.
I like it.
Oh, sorry, fam. Forgot to look at the time. Nice to be on the watch along. Thanks for watching. Thank you too, and have a good night. Well, thank you, Will, and we will see you tomorrow. Do not forget to tune in because he's gonna be here tomorrow too. We got Rampage and SmackDown to watch, so you got to come back tomorrow to see us again.
That's right. And there's a level up in there somewhere somehow.
I think so. I think there's a level up in there. I don't actually remember because of all the time changes with Rampage and everything. I will figure it out. But it's all mishmashed at the moment.
It's all mishmashed.
Yes. And new Medea movie is funny. Probably everything Medea is pretty funny. So.
I haven't watched too much, honestly.
I watched one or two, just not like the whole thing. But you have to very much enjoy the comedy of one person playing multiple roles. And I grew up with like That's So Raven, and she played every role. So it's right. It's just that type of comedy, and I don't find I like it. It's good.
Right on. Well, that being said, we are on commercial for the show, so I figure it's a good time to pop in a commercial of our own. Of course, that's LJ. I'm KJ. Will just had to bounce, but he will be back. We are the trio here at the Wrestling for Life Network, and we are thrilled to be kicking off day 2. We're coming back for day 3 tomorrow, and it's been a roller coaster ride. We're having so much fun, folks. Didn't expect to be here, but like I said the other day, we're going from the basement to the penthouse as quick as possible. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere you can find us. Be a part of the family. Have a little bit of fun. And LJ, this is a pleasure being on your show tonight.
It's been really fun. I'm glad you could join me on your day off since you do just grind constantly there, sir. So it's great. I'm glad
take a vacation at some point.
Well, it is almost time for all the fun commercials to start.
See, I'm still getting. I got Red Bull.
Oh, no. We'll get Red Bull, Smile Direct Club. We'll get it. But then you're going to get, have you been mesothelioma?
You're just like, did you actually know that Smile Direct was coming next? Or was that just you watching the pattern?
No, I was just watching the pattern. They show up all the time.
Because it came on, I was like, oh, but I forgot you're slightly behind me.
I'm slightly behind, but also they come on. It's like gambling, Smile Direct, gambling, phone call, gambling, something. It's always. And then more smiles. I don't know why, but you better have a good smile when you're gambling on these sites.
Right?
Oh, will WWE actually have a wedding for Tamina and Tozawa to one up Reggie and Dana? I hope not. I agree with Chris right here. I hope not.
Right?
No.
Yeah, we're not hoping that happens at all. Not anytime soon. Not today. Not tomorrow. So yeah, no, that's. I mean, the Ninja's been running around doing nothing for 2 years. He used to be a wrestler. Dana and Reggie. I mean, poor
Yeah,
Reggie.
but he just brought up this point that it could be a double wedding, and Vince McMahon loves when things are different.
I know, but do we really do? Are they? Is Tozawa and Tamina noteworthy enough to actually have an on-screen wedding? Isn't that one we just find about like on with an Instagram picture?
I don't know anymore. Anything is possible.
Right?
They're talking about Stone Cold. They're talking about Vince McMahon fighting. I don't know who changed that man's medication, but he says he should be on TV way more now. So I'm not underestimating anything in wrestling ever again.
Well, I mean, and you know what? The Vince McMahon thing is interesting to me, and I know we're watching Impact, but I mean, it ties in together because the wrestling world has shifted, changed. Wrestling companies are finding a way to be viable and healthy and being like, we're good in our pocket. Impact's the best example of that. We don't need to fill stadiums. Maybe one day we will, but we don't need to. We're just really good at what we do here. You obviously everything going on with ROH and everything else. Now we have WWE, and I mean, who knows where they're going to go? Who knows what the plan is? But having Vince talk that way, I mean, to me, that seems like they're desperate.
Yeah.
I think they said, Vince said, give me the list, give me the roster, right? What would it, who else is on it that's a name like him?
Well, everybody else that's a big name is busy doing other things. or they're just retired. Oh, look, it's Hardcore Country. Look at this. She's
such a huge fan.
Impact Women's Champion. And yes, is Vince really gonna fight? I know that says McAfee, but when I glanced at it, it said McCafe. I know it says McAfee, but it says McCafe.
That's the cafe right there. I'm good with that. Speaking of coffee, I'm such a big fan of Mickey. I like what she's done. I think she's great.
I think she's awesome. She's been
I think
awesome.
she looks better now than she ever did, by the way.
Yes, because I'm not sure what she was doing in WWE. I didn't understand her look, her gear, her storyline, anything. I didn't get it. It was not Mickie James.
Yeah. But this is good. And I mean, so true to who she is, and obviously with her love for music as well. I mean, it's so cool to see her kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think some people flourish in certain places. Like we just saw it with the Iconics. They were dying to get out of WWE.
Yes, and now they're here. I really hope they pop over to AEW just because, spread the love there, women's tag team. And because I don't really recall many women's tag teams that are in Impact right now. But that's fine. We branch out and such. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Maybe the ring is the 24/7 championship and both couples share it.
Oh.
I hope not.
I think Vince comes out and makes himself the 24/7 champion, and none of that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. But this next matchup that Mickie James is being on commentary for is against Tasha Steelz and Chelsea Green. They will be going head to head. So I'm pretty sure it's a contenders match. Pretty sure. That's why the champion's out there. I just want to make sure. Yes. Oh, I really hope not,
right.
Jamie.
They had the argument, right?
Yes. WWE wasted Mickie. Yes, she did. Yes, they did. I didn't understand the Piggy James thing. But we got the hot mess. Chelsea Green in the house. Mrs. Cardona. Mrs. Hot Mess. It's wonderful. A Canadian. She's Canadian. Woo!
Do you know where is she from in Canada?
I have no idea.
I
I don't know where she's. I don't know.
think
Canada.
she's out west.
Most likely Ontario.
Right.
That's my best guess right there. From the they wasted from the second she got back. I agree. She has been absolutely much better. So good to see her back on top. Yes, I very much like Chelsea Green. I was very sad that she just kept getting hurt in WWE, but I'm glad she's back here. And when she debuted in GCW with her she debuted back in Impact with her husband in the mixed tag team match, and it was wonderful. They had matching gear. There was even the song picked out was awesome. So it was great. And I'll take that as a yes, LJ. Yes, of course. Yes. Who do you like, Chelsea Green? Or are you more of a fan of the Tasha Steeles?
Myself, you know what I like? I like what Tasha's doing, and I like her heater. And I think she's come up. I mean, since she split, and obviously we saw her partner bounce over to AEW, she's still trying to find her way. But I think she's done well as a single. And what's the name of the big bodyguard? My bad. See, I'm new on Thursdays, folks.
I don't remember what the bodyguard's name is at this very moment.
Right, it's Kamina.
Kamina. Okay.
I just made it up.
Sure. Yes, it is now.
But I'll go Chelsea. I like Chelsea. I like what she does. I like the train wreck that she kind of portrays, and she's come a long way. That's for sure.
I keep forgetting that Kiera Hogan was here, and Tasha Steeles is supposed to be like a tag team person. I keep forgetting that. So right? I'm just maybe I think she might need her. Not that she's not a good wrestler, but you can see wrestlers who it's like you do better when your partner's there. So I feel like that's that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they were doing so well, but I mean all tag teams have an expiration date. It seems to be, and for the most part, I mean it gets real twisted. But she's on her own now. She's trying to hang, but they could come back together anytime now.
Are there any dudes that you want to see come into Impact? Like, I would love for WWE to release Bobby Roode and he can come back and Beer Money can be reformed. But
really?
Yeah. But wow. I don't think that's going to happen because Bobby Roode seems pretty comfortable there. He's getting a good paycheck. He's still loved. It's great. So, but I would like Beer Money to come back.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been so long since we've seen Beer Money. I remember when they broke up, legitimately being like, just sitting there like, wow, that happened. Okay.
They like smashed a beer bottle over each other's head, and it was just.
But they both did well. They both did well as individuals. And I know we weren't allowed to go live on Tuesday as much as we wanted to, but I mean, I got a Bobby. I was a little disappointed I wasn't on a watch along for the Bobby Roode entrance. They went back to giving us a little glorious, and I popped.
Yeah, he is the best when he's like the big glorious. I am Bobby Roode with the whole thing.
They really had money with that. They had magic with that, and they were like, "Nah, go be Dolph's partner. Everyone else has been."
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, do you think Tamina's father will be proud when she becomes the 24/7 champion? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he'll put out a fake press release that he is. Or they'll say, yeah, of course. That's how it would feel back in the day. But yeah, obviously, he's looking down, very proud.
Well, this match is going pretty good. I think Chelsea is kind of, I don't know. I think she's doing better, but I'm biased. I'm a little biased.
No, it's good pace to the match, though.
Very, very. It's definitely more entertaining than some other companies' matches that you can kind of call yourself.
Yeah.
And it's longer than a lot of the AEW women's matches.
True story. And this is actually a pretty good run of the female contingent as far as, I mean, we've already seen the squash match. with Slamovich. That's why I don't say her name. That's why I'm like, look, there she is. Slamovich. Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know why. But yeah, no, we've seen it come a long way. So, but yeah, no, we've had 3 women's now, 3 in a row.
Yeah, I don't know when was on the.
Did something
No,
come
there
in
was
between
a.
Iconic and this? No.
I'm trying to remember. We saw the Steve Macklin.
That was the opening match, right? So yeah, I mean, we've had a good female run since then, so that's awesome. LJ, time for a challenge. Who were the members of the main event Mafia?
Oh goodness. Okay. I know this answer. Sting. Let's start there. I can do this. I just saw them. I was Googling these things.
Google.
Okay, there was Fortune 4, which was made up of Beer Money, AJ Styles, and it's gonna eat me alive to not remember that last person. And then
don't realize how hard it is to recall stuff.
The main event Mafia, and then it was the good guys. It was all the good guys. Because at the time, everybody was being ridiculous. So Daddy Sting stepped up and was like, okay, hold on. So I'm going to have to was Chris Sabin in the main event Mafia? My source is going to have to help me because I'm really struggling.
What do we got? Well, I mean, you got Sting.
This like at the time there was like 3.
The question is, and I'm curious, was Diesel Big Daddy Cool part of I believe he was, right?
Yes, I want to say that Big Papa Pump there was part of it. Yes.
And Big Papa Pump.
Yeah.
That's 2. That's 3.
Oh, okay.
Who am I missing? I think there's one more person. Just Kurt Angle. And then one more.
The TNA one? Okay. Sorry. Was Angle, Nash, and Sting?
Yeah.
Nash. Yeah.
And then I think, they kind of evolved. The Pump was involved at one point, and man, I want to say someone like. I think that covers it. I think that's the main portion of it. I think Big Daddy Cool came out through the whole storyline as well.
Yeah, I think so.
That was when he was rocking the real gray beard, and he was probably.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, my source is correct. It was Booker T is in there as well.
That's the one I missed. That's always you forget that one.
Yes. Christian Cage was in it, and so was Samoa Joe. And Tracy Brooks. That would be Miss Brooke Tessmacher.
Okay.
Was she there?
Magnus.
Oh, Magnus is Mickey James's husband.
That's as you smiling. Look, this smiling right away. Oh, wow.
Oh, I was wrong at who the winner was.
So was I.
I can't read. Oh yeah, Magnus was the 4th. Yes, okay, that makes more sense. Yes, because it seemed like the main event Mafia started really late, and then they brought it back. They kept bringing the faction back, just like usually the factions do come back. So then it was but Sting usually always seemed to be involved, including Kevin Nash.
I completely forgot about Magnus altogether, so I'll give you that one. I knew. It's funny because I always forget about Booker T's hanging around Impact at that time. It was such a weird time for Impact. There's probably a slew of people that you're like, oh shit, they were there.
Yeah, it really is. There's a chunk of a few years there that right after all the wars ended with WWE, TNA was just kind of there. And it was almost like the Ring of Honor of today. Everybody just kept showing up.
Yeah, right. So. Just shuffling in and out. But it felt like the next thing, we like you said, we had, Jeff Hardy, and then we had all that, and they just kept holy, they keep coming. No wonder people were tuning into Impact.
Yeah, you never know who was gonna show up because they always had somebody was always gonna show up, but I am very surprised that Tasha Steeles won. But we have a Mr. Cardona's probably gonna go check on his Mrs. Cardona now that he's backstage. Yeah, here's a good one. Who was in the Aces and Eights? How about Jamie? You tell me who the two women were in Aces and Eights.
Oh, Jamie.
Because there are two official women in Aces and Eights.
Dos.
Mick Foley in TNA. Yes, I remember that. Yes, Mick Foley was in TNA for a good while. But the members of Aces and Eights were they just became the NWO at one point where everybody was part of them.
Right.
But it was Bully Ray, Taz, D'Lo Brown. I think maybe Devon joined them, but I want to say he was probably against. No, he was probably in there. I don't know. A lot of people were in masks back then, but you never really got told their name. Oh, Mr. Anderson joined at one point. Didn't make any sense.
Mr. Anderson. I was a big Mr. Anderson fan.
Same. He was pretty great. Even his intro was great.
Yeah. So. Mix it up. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah, Doc Gallows was also in Aces and Eights, so I forgot that the Good Brothers were involved in TNA very early on.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yes.
L.A., are you getting the commercial? First one of the night.
First one. Where's Will?
Where's Will? Will. Darn it. Yes, it is 9:15 EST, 8:15 Central Time where I am. And as soon as this hits, apparently that is the time.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't remember the women. Nope, but they were there. There was two, and I'll give you a hint. They're both appeared in AEW.
Smart, guys. Smart. Stick around. Yes. You'll learn something. Sorry, I got click happy.
Yes. Oh, we got AJ Styles. You can say AJ Styles because AJ turned on them to bring back the Phenomenal theme and join the main event Mafia at one point. Yes. He was pretty bad, but then he kept going back and forth between like the Phenomenal and then the total Ric Flair version of himself. So,
right. Yeah.
I liked that too. I think the Ric Flair version of AJ and Bobby Roode were top notch. So.
Yeah, I mean, look at the names we just listed off in 10 seconds. It was stacked, and AJ was on fire at that point.
He always is. I was very shocked when Madcap Moss eliminated him in the Rumble. I'm like, that is the Phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're letting Madcap Moss. Diamante was one of them, and she joined LAX. Very close. It was Ivelisse. Ivelisse was a member, and so was Leva Bates, the blue-haired librarian of AEW.
There you go. Where's she been? I see her on social media and such. And I commend.
She's more on Dark and She's more on Dark and Elevation. She's featured a lot on Be the Elite. There's still like a whole storyline with the Bononi boys and Peter Avalon and her, and then the Dark Order guy in there at some point. So she's still there, but she seems to be. I don't know. I don't think she's very good at promos yet. So maybe they're just keeping her on Dark for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, her and Ivelisse were
a bit of a presence when they first got, when we first popped up. We've seen a little more of her, and she had a bit of at one point she was in a bit of a tiff. I can't remember when she was having a falling out with Peter.
Anyway. There was a fight between Peter and Brandon Cutler about who could lose the most. But who could lose the most? So she was in that, and yes, Leva Bates showed up in Aces and Eights in some of the vignettes in TNA. She was more in the background, a lot of just when they came into the ring and just took over the place and they needed girls. She was in them, and so was Evilise. But then I'm pretty sure shortly after that, Aces and Eights showed up in another like indie promotion, and Evilise was part of them then. So
I'm just gonna go on break and just sit back and listen to you just spit off some history.
I know I watch a lot of this. I've been watching this for a while. Who in Johnny Swinger is next? What are those tights?
Those are aggressive tights.
Is that a fanny pack?
Yeah, it took me a second to decide if that's a fanny pack or not. I'm not quite sure yet.
Now I'm getting Macho Man vibes, but I'm also getting he had too much fun with scissors or cocaine.
It looks like Macho Man and Buff Bagwell had a kid.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Chrome fanny pack. There we go.
Listen, right on that entrance, yeah, you might want to go with a less blending in color.
Yeah. Do you see New Japan ever being bigger in the US? I do, because the New Japan Strong thing, and because AEW and Impact and everywhere, like Suzuki showed up and he just went everywhere. So I think if they do that with a few more people, it could totally be bigger.
Absolutely. I mean, again, now you can consistently watch it on a weekly basis, like everything else. Like if you don't like Raw, if you don't like AEW, if you have options now. And I think that's the coolest part because, I mean, every once in a while, like, you'd have to look something up on YouTube and catch some videos of, even with things like AAA, like I was a big fan of like the Lucha Styles, and I liked a lot of like I liked Andrade and the Lucha Bros, and so but you'd have to look them up, you'd have to Google them, and you get little snippets like, can I see a whole match? What's going on? So it's crazy. New Japan has a real good thing, and there's been so much crossover. I mean, I'd like to see them cross over a couple people that are a couple wrestlers, male or female, on a higher kind of really push the envelope. Like you think they're going to threaten for a title or really threaten a rivalry. You generally expect the AEW guys to go over. I'd like to see it go the other way a little more.
I definitely agree. It shouldn't just be always New Japan going over. AEW should go and share the love, not just Kenny.
Yeah.
So, or Christopher Daniels. I'm pretty sure he popped in recently because he was doing the Fallen Angel thing again. He showed up in Impact. He showed up somewhere else, and now he's back in AEW. So yeah, like we need more people than just that. And I agree with Chris right here. Swinger about to get squashed. Yes. I don't know if you see it, but Swinger kind of looks like a younger version of Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Like it's his nephew.
Yeah. It's just his colorful nephew.
Right, he's not his kid. He doesn't look close enough to be his kid, but he maybe his nephew.
Yeah. That's his colorful nephew. And there we go. Jonah wins. Barely broke a sweat. Just okay.
You know the little guy from Deadpool, right? The one that the pyro.
Yes.
That's Jonah. That's what he grew up to be. He grew up to be Jonah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, he's going back up.
Yeah. Oh, that was quick. I agree that it's not over yet, though. Let's see how squished we can make him. Oh, no, we got Honor No More.
PTO, yeah. They're set to face on the weekend, so I'm down. There's going to be a barn burner.
Canadian Frankenstein. Woo! He just
I actually have a flag. Where's my flag?
Where's your flag?
I do have one.
What is that headpiece? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, did he get it from it could be a giant horse muzzle, to be honest. It kind of looks like if you just turn it on its side, it's a horse muzzle with a chain.
Yeah. Look at these two men.
Oh, this is a big match here, Titans and all. Oh, well, you just made that look easy. Never mind, Jonah. Okay, I'll just pick up the other big, strong man and flatten him because I can. I think Jonah and Wardlow should, that's the best way I got that. Jonah reminds me of Bowser from Mario. I agree. That is perfect. Best analogy.
What is you smoking, kid?
Oh, we got in 2014 MVP debuted a faction called the Beatdown Clan. Who were the 7 other members?
I feel like I'm on Wrestling Jeopardy tonight. The Beatdown Clan, eh? Going back to the 90s. Late 2000s. LJ, I gotta leave you for 2 seconds, but I'll be right back.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to be talking about the Beatdown Clan and how you did not kill the Canadian Frankenstein because he is back up and running. And we have some sources telling me who the people were in the thing. I would have never guessed any of these people. Holy jeez. I didn't know Homicide and Hernandez, LAX, was joined with MVP. Holy. Like, those are 2 completely different factions. Kenny King, obviously, he's been here a while. Samoa Joe, yeah, he was in there. Drew McIntyre. I forgot he was part of this whole company. Also, Jonah 1, he's walking to the back. The angry Canadian is just picking up his jacket. I'm going to figure out if his headpiece is a horse muzzle, because it sure looks like one. But now we got Jay White talking to the Good Brothers backstage. Looks like they're all wearing matching outfits because, gotta be a team. Where's the matching outfits? Of course. And back to commercials, but that's okay. Yes, I know I'm technically cheating by looking at my phone to know who's in the Beatdown Clan, but I do not remember. Okay, so what? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think all of these people that I just named are in there because I'm clicking on them right now and it's not saying that they were in that.
Just give it here.
But it's okay. You don't have to. It's fine. Okay. So back to the chat because we have some fun commercials going on right now. Always there. You guys let me know in the chat. Do you guys want one of us to call on live to see what this free trial is? Because it would be very, very funny. That was quick. Can't help with that Beatdown Clan. It's all good. Yes. Ooh, oh, Shelton Benjamin. Absolutely. Just guessing. I don't think he was in it. I don't think so. But I'm very surprised the Homicide and Hernandez were. I will stop looking at Google if you guys ask more questions. I just was very lost at that one. But it was very, very fun. And I'm glad to see we still got people in the chat. Always drop into the comments. Maybe just stick to the wrestling, rather do trivia. Yes, I'm aware. We should be sticking to the wrestling instead of doing trivia, but I like wrestling trivia. It's always very fun, especially about Impact because I've been watching it forever and they have bonkers things happening in this promotion, just like all the other promotions. I think when you call those numbers, they automatically charge per minute. Well, then why do they advertise a free trial? I don't actually think we will call, but it's just a funny idea. Here you tell facts or history. Yes, I absolutely love it. Well, would you guys like more of a history little segment there? Maybe in the news, we'll keep them those history segments going. Maybe a little, maybe I learned today. Today I learned the more you know. Stuff like that. So, and yes, thank you again to everybody in the chat for being here, watching along, and the people who are not in the chat who are just watching, maybe even have us on in the background. Very happy you're here to join us. We will have KJ back very soon, but it's just, people got lives, technical difficulties, but I'm here. You still got LJ, and I am here to watch Impact with you. So, how long have you been watching Impact? Clearly, while I started watching Impact in 2010, took a break after Dixie Carter happened, and now I'm back. That's the best way to put that timeline. So, because I tried my best, but it was going down just a circle of, But it's okay. It's fine. We're good. Oh, now we're on to commercials. It's really interesting. It's either sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Either Jesus. Just adding gambling is. Whew. Do you like Brooke Hogan era? Oh yeah, I very much like the cinematography of that era because it was all the behind the scenes. Sting was starting to become Joker Sting. All of the behind the scenes camera work was really good. Like not like today's. It was actually like they tried to be cinematic. Guessing no. Well, yeah, she was there. I liked some things about certain eras of wrestling. But now we have the champ, Miss Deonna Purrazzo, in a backstage interview. Who is going to come and challenge her? Let me know in the chat who you think she should be challenging. At this point, I have no idea. Anybody could show up, and it could be anybody at all from any promotion. I have no idea. It could be Tara who shows up next. Who knows? But we have. Oh, looks like she already found another competitor. Already found Ember Moon versus Deonna. I agree. What's your thoughts on Deonna? I love her. I think she's a great champion. And I'm loving the belt collector gimmick. If Kenny can't do it, she's perfect for it. So, like, I don't mean Kenny can't do it. He's just in rehabilitation right now. His body was just. How do you wrestle with vertigo? How? Ember Moon versus Deonna. I agree. I 100% agree. Ember Moon versus Deonna would be amazing. I also. Oh, there we go. We got Lady Frost in there too. Don't you disregard her. She's here. Sprinkling that snow. Yes. So. This has been a very wonderful watch along. And oh, hello, KJ.
Hello. You were killing it. I wasn't even going to come back. I was just going to take the rest of the night off. It's technically my night off anyway, right?
It is. Yes, it is. I am trying my best. I mean,
You were rolling. I'm sitting here, just arms crossed, learning all I can about Impact Wrestling. I would consider myself a distant fan of Impact, and it was over time where I was just like, okay, and especially with doing the watch along stuff, and want to kind of be in the know about everything that's going on, but I mean, there was just a time where it had been whittled down to so little, and you thought it was done,
I honestly didn't think it was still around, and I'm glad it is still around. But there was a time there that you're right. You're like, what, is this still? Is it 2016? Is Impact Wrestling still a thing?
Yeah, like where do they air it? Where's it coming from? Like who's got it? Like what's going on? And I mean, that's the story of Impact is they never gone away, but that's always been the consistency, right? Like you bring in Dixie and she's got Russo with her, and it's a insane asylum in there for quite a while, and then it settles down, and you had Jeff before that. It's just so many different wrestlers coming in and our owners and management coming in and out. Like the story would change, the plot would change, the characters would change. You're like, I don't know what's going on, folks.
Yes. Well, right now we are getting a look at the matches for Sacrifice, and they just showed Jay White versus Alex Shelley, and we haven't seen Alex Shelley since I want to say the beginning of the pandemic because he took the time off for his actual life and physiotherapy. He is a physiotherapist in real life, so that is awesome to hear he's back. That means the Motor City Machine Guns are back together, so watch out the Good Brothers, who are also going to be at Sacrifice. And I think that'll be an amazing match because both teams have both people, Jay White and Alex Shelley, both have a lot of experience in multiple companies like Ring of Honor, New Japan, like all of them. So I cannot wait. That'll be one of the fights of the night for me.
Yeah. You really
Is there any matches on the card you can't wait to look forward to for Sacrifice?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the stories play out. I mean, I'm looking forward to just watching Eddie in the ring. I'm a big fan of what he does. I mean, it's a crazy twist where he's the heart and soul of Impact, and to see him turn, and kind of go heel, nobody really saw that coming. I'm looking forward to seeing Moose and Heath. I think it's nice to see Heath in a title picture. He's another guy that's done pretty well for himself after leaving the WWE. And I'm a big fan of Moose. I like Moose. I think his entrance is dialed in. And I think when he makes the comments about, I'm the only champion you should acknowledge and da-da-da, he means it. I mean, he wants to be considered not the forgotten champion of Impact, but, one of the top champions in the world. And he's athletic. He's big. I don't think that title's going anywhere, but I'm looking forward to it.
He's a lot quicker than some larger men. He's pretty get right back up after doing some of those spears. So I think it'll be great, like you said, and that will be one of the matches to watch. Would be Moose versus Heath. Can't wait to see.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we got the Bullet Club coming down to the ring. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was going to say that. You called it perfect. Okay. Read my mind. Jay White. It's good to see Jay White. Obviously, his ties with AEW, and we're not really sure what that means. Tony brought him in to show off his jacket for one night only, or where that's going to head. But I like the music. It's interesting to see the Good Brothers back in the Bullet Club, and of course, Impact's good for a swerve or two.
They are. I definitely did not see that Eddie thing coming, so I can't wait to see what they do with Jay White. Like you said, they always swerve. And I think this will be a good match. I'm not the biggest fan of the Good Brothers, but they are a good team. What about you?
You know what? I was a really big fan of the Good Brothers, New Japan Good Brothers, Bullet Club Good Brothers. Obviously, again, at that time, they were, you'd have to find ways to see them. And, obviously their connection to the Bullet Club and guys like Finn and AJ and that, the lineage of, the Bullet Club. So I was a big fan. They got to WWE and they turned into a shell of themselves. They lost how many? I don't know what the official stat is. I wonder if we could look it up. But they lost a ton of just 2-on-1 matches, like them versus the Braun. They lost them versus Kane when he came back, or Undertaker. They just fed them all types of garbage, and then they're the team that wins the tournament and becomes the. So they were confusing. This is better. Yes,
this is better. I like their wrestling and their kayfabe personas. I just don't prefer the Carl Anderson in real life.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's a great, good wrestler, good kayfabe. Not gonna say good. Yes, good with that. No problems with that.
Yes, Mr. Machine Gun has been known to pull the trigger, especially on social media, quite a bit, and he doesn't. Sometimes people need a filter or a spot reader. I mean, we've all been there and had those moments. So,
kind of just needs the big guy to just kind of look over some of his decisions, just to be like, hey, is this that's about it? Yeah, just have another friend.
Mm-hmm. But
Sacrifice has a pretty good card. Yes, it does. Just like Revolution, this is going to be one busy weekend because each card is stacked.
Yeah.
So
both.
Gotta make sure I get snacks tomorrow. Jeez.
Right? Yeah, no, the weekend is going to be insane. I mean, we're looking at 10 hours of coverage, give or take, over 2 nights, not counting what we're doing on Friday night. So if you're tired on a Thursday, folks, we got one more day to go and we're not done. We're just stopping. We're not stopping. What did I say? Just stopping? We're not stopping. We're not stopping. So, we're heading over to SmackDown and Rampage, and we're coming back for Sacrifice. I got it right that time. Yeah. And Revolution. So, we're here for all the shows, and we're not going to stop. We're having a great time. Thank you for being here tonight. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, join in, be a part of the family. LJ, I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot about Impact from you, that's for sure.
Yes. I'm glad you're having fun, and I'm glad you're liking the show. We do learn a lot here. Yes, just like Chris is pointing out, Russo was there at one point. Yes, he was. He was responsible for Bully Ray kissing a fish.
Yeah.
You tongued a fish. That was Russo's decision, and that's all I got.
No. There was more.
Russo. Oh no, there was more, but that's one that sticks out in my mind. And Lacey Evans having her clothes just taking off.
Sounds like a Russo thing to do.
Yeah, those that's just kissing a fish and women with no clothes. Vince Russo.
There you go. Yeah, well,
Exactly.
yeah, and I mean Russo obviously he leaves WCW. He was so bad in WCW, people thought he was a plant to help destroy the company. That's how great at his job he was. And then
you're good when they
right?
think.
But Impact was just the perfect monster for because they were already kind of pushing the limit. They were already kind of a crazy brand, and then Russo walks in and just screw it. It was like nobody. They were just like, we don't care. Just do whatever you want, and he did a lot of times. And I mean, there's some funny stories.
Yeah, just looking back on some of those episodes, like it's watching absolute just madness.
Mhm.
Everything, the storylines, the spots, the swerves,
Right?
all of them. Everything is just ridiculous. Oh, yes, look at that. I did not know about the fish. My dad tricked me into doing that when I caught a fish.
Wait, did you slip at the tongue? Did you slip at the tongue? Seriously, what happened?
I'm sorry, what? This is funny.
Right? There you go. How do you feel about Violent by Design?
I think they're pretty great. I feel like they might be like the home team bad guys of Impact.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's kind of an interesting scenario because there's a bit of a heel feel going on with the Bullet Club. So
that's why I think it's like there's both heels, but somehow Violent by Design is still like Team Impact.
Yeah,
and
right.
Bullet Club could be just Team Bullet Club. So Cornette talking about Russo TNA time is hilarious. Yes, Cornette trying to talk about TNA is very funny.
Oh my God, Cornette talking about Russo in general. I mean, the fact that he won't even say the man's name, he referred to his dog's Morning Russo, and it's crazy. That guy's shit stained and nothing else, and that's never gonna change. It blows me away. So,
I mean, I just like his booking as well, but geez, that's a whole level. Yeah. Oh yes, of course, no tongue with the fish. No tongue with the fish. Good. Yes, that's good. Yes.
Unless it's cod tongues, it's a whole different game.
Yes, more context. Caught my first fish in Newfoundland. That's so Canadian. I love Newfoundland. Yeah. My dad said it was a Newfie tradition to kiss the fish, so I did.
It's kind of a new thing to kiss a cod, right? You got to get screeched in.
I'm sure there are plenty of people whose dads convinced them, like, you just caught a fish, you better kiss it. I kiss it now. Right. And it's probably just very funny for them to be like, I've been on a boat for hours now, and we finally caught a fish. So that'd be very funny. But we have a whole just beat down in the ring. 3 teams going at it. Violent by Design. Honor No More, Bullet Club, and Gorillas of Death. Oh yeah. Oh, and Violent. Yeah, everybody's there, and the Gorillas. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Like, it's just been chaos.
Yeah, no, I would love to narrate more things. Oh, there we go. General manager is out here. Abyss's brother. That's not his brother, but looks like exactly like his brother. Although I will kind of say it's funny. He's walking out in this is a wrestling company, and the men are wrestling, and he's
adding a match. Sorry to interrupt, LJ. They're adding a match to Sacrifice by the sounds of it.
Oh!
He just said, "Screw it, go." I thought he was going to, because he said we're not going to see this match tonight, so I thought he was going to make it a cage match or something. But, wow.
Okay, well that's a strategy. Just let him go. Just let him go.
Your favorite's back on.
Geez, I'm just confused. More like I didn't know these were still a thing. I thought they were reserved for like pop-up internet things. I didn't know they would still be actually advertised.
I'm surprised the girls in the commercials have cell phones. Because the last time I thought this was relevant was pre-cell phones.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have not. But there, yeah, more gambling. Always the gambling. But yes, what do you think about the brawl that just happened that we could not figure out what in the world was going on?
It's chaos. It's a little overbooked for my taste. I mean, there's people everywhere, but at the end of the day, it's got to thin out a little. But the whole situation's no DQ. So, yeah, it's only going to be more scrambled eggs for a little while. We'll see how the action plays out. The beginning was chaos. So, it's not going to get any better. And I don't think we're scheduled for any other matches tonight, are we?
I don't think
No
so.
DQ main event, as far as I know.
Yeah, this is about 20 minutes left of the show, and this is probably going to be the 20-minute match since there's so many people involved.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And I mean, we still have, it's a go home show. So they're building the hype. Obviously, we saw Heath, kind of go over on Moose and get the fake pin and get to stand over him. So Heath looking pretty strong heading into the pay-per-view. But I don't think, it's the jinx. He touched the belt. Dun, dun, dun.
That's very true. In wrestling, you don't want to do that or else you're not going to be winning it. We had Jamie, why don't pirates take a shower before they walk the plank? Because they wash up on shore. Knee slapper. I don't think Jamie actually likes wrestling, no. That's okay. We're friends. We're all here. You can share your jokes with us anytime.
Absolutely.
Well, this has been a very fun stream. I'm glad you're liking Impact. So
I am. I'm enjoying it.
It's a little interesting. It is a little overbooked tonight, but it's probably just because of the big go-home show and stuff. So
yeah, you look how stacked that card is for Sacrifice. I mean, this is a 2-hour show. It's gonna be a little overbooked, but they've touched on just about everything, right? I mean, we know who the number one contender is for the Knockouts title now. I mean, obviously this match has implications. We saw Heath. We're heading in the right direction. So and then of course Eddie's got some bells to toll. So we'll see how his whole night goes on Saturday. Sorry, Jamie made me laugh. I cheated and I looked at the comment before we clicked it.
Right. I watch wrestling, but barely ever talk about it. That is all good. It's all good. We are here to talk about anything. We're just, friends sitting on a couch watching wrestling. So
it's funny because prior to doing the shows, I would just go on these rants by myself, or to the significant other or a friend, whoever was kicking around. You know how much girls love it when you're just standing there rambling about wrestling. It's like, oh, great, love you. But every once in a while you find somebody that's into it too, and you're like, yes, dope, let's talk, or at least tolerate your rambling.
It's so nice, but it's so rare because you'll finally find someone. You'll be like, oh, okay, what kind of wrestling? Okay, what are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, then there's the disclaimer. Oh, I like that. Oh, no, never mind.
No, never mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's very fun, but that I kind of use that to my advantage to show my friends kinds of wrestling because there's so many. They'll be like, "Oh no, isn't it just fake and stupid?" And I'll be like, "No, hold on."
Uh-huh.
There's different kinds of wrestling. Do you want funny or death match or WWE? There are 3 different kinds.
I love your.
Do you want AAA with all the flips?
Right.
Many different. But I've gotten more people to enjoy like funny Japanese Michael Nakazawa matches, or I play the like death matches. Those two the people will pick up on them.
Yeah, but it's funny because at times, obviously, you have people around, and I've literally seen a complete you put it on, and people are like, "Oh, dude, really?" And you're eating or talking, and you're kind of paying attention, but they're not. And then all of a sudden, they're like, who's that? What? Why are they mad at each other? And you're like, well, okay, that's Roman Reigns, and that's this person. They're like, okay, and then they're watching. Like, well, we're gonna go to bed after this, right?
You can suck them in as long as it's just like, just put it on. They'll eventually be like, oh, but wait, that guy and that person.
Mhm. Now I know sometimes now with the WWE, it's not quite what it used to be, but I mean, I used to tell everybody. I mean, for all the
That's
ladies,
why
out
they
there,
have their own category right now.
that's why they're over here, right? They don't count.
No, when you have to have wrestlers retrain themselves, I feel like you need your own little category.
Right? Oh,
But we have, I've ever see Tonga and his partner, forgetting his name in WWE Bloodline. Yes, my source had a message about that, but I need to find the paper. Because yes, they are relatives of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline,
yes.
so I think they would 100% go there. They are trained
Yeah.
by the Dudley Boys, an extended
Yes.
family of Roman Reigns.
Always. They all are.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, they're just violent. Is just Chris Bay's back is now broken.
I'm not even.
I mean, not sure, but just Jesus. I mean, you talk about hardest part of the ring. He hit that just spine first.
But yeah, no, Violent by Design, I'm a big fan of, and I really think I really didn't understand what happened. Like, I thought the Sanity thing was going well. They got called up to the main roster. We saw them, I think, once really as like themselves. Like they did the one entrance where everything went black and the helicopter. Like this is really cool. This is really cool. And then nothing. They released a couple of them. I think Eric did a couple job matches. Was never in a storyline, and then he was gone. We're like, what happened?
It feels like he showed up in WWE for like a few matches, maybe more on like main event, dark matches, 205 Live. Like they never used him.
I don't get it, Eric.
Is there young? He can literally do anything from a crazy person comedy to this violent human right now.
Well, Eric Young has come so far. I remember when he first broke in, and you would never imagine that this long, this much time has passed and he's still doing it, and he's a completely different guy than he was, right?
He's technically held the women's tag team championships with ODB. Like he came from that level of like Reggie in the women's tag team.
Yeah.
And now he's one of the most feared people in the factions. So it's just awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got more. It's sports entertainment, not pro wrestling. Exactly. It's sports entertainment.
It's wrestling. You wrestle in a wrestling ring. You have, wrestling matches. You're wrestlers. Like this WWE, I don't get it. Like, I mean, that was your bread and butter. You watch your dad build a wrestling company, and then you're like, I don't like it. So I don't get it. But
I'm convinced that wrestling just gets in the way of whatever they're trying to do, because I haven't really come to terms. I haven't figured that out. If they're not a wrestling company, then what are they?
Well, that was the thing. Like a lot of WWE fans were known. WWE is known for its long-term storytelling. No, not anymore. They bail on their stories more than anybody else. So I don't know what it is they're going for yet. NXT's getting better, but I don't know what the hell's happening with the two main roster shows.
I have no idea either. I have to. Me and Will are trying to come up with a game to play for Mondays to stay awake during Raw.
I think we're gonna have to break out the Who's That Star game.
Yes, I think we might have to, because there's gonna be so many recaps. We're gonna need something to keep us awake.
That's it. We can then pop one of them in and pop one of them up every once in a while. It's not a bad idea.
Good crowd interaction. I'm pretty sure everybody in the comments would like the game. Get the picture game back. Yeah.
The picture game.
Me either, Jamie. This makes me sad. Watch-alongs are so great. Yes, thank you. We love doing watch-alongs too, even when sometimes the wrestling is not up to par, because some shows are 3 hours long on a Monday. But we're all here and we're all friends and we can all hang out. Oh, geez, this is
That's
just
it.
my. Oh. I know they say that money talks, but all mine says is goodbye. I understand. Yeah.
That's true. As long as you don't sweat that money, you're good.
Yeah, they don't know either, but we have heard from Vince himself that nothing's wrong and he enjoys the show. So
That might be true. I think that's more likely to be true than kayfabe. So it's a
yeah,
possibility that that's true, but I mean that's why we don't generally hang around with a whole lot of 78-year-olds and ask them to entertain us.
well, my grandpa is in his 80s,
Yeah.
and he would not be able to watch 3 hours of Raw and then SmackDown. He likes when there's fighting on
Yeah.
the television.
There's wrestling in the wrestling show. Speaking of that, this match has now required a split screen. And as much as you and I are on different squares, that's what we have. We have footage in the back of a beatdown that's going on. The Good Brothers are in control. And then Violent by Design is in the ring. So this is just literally a multi-camera, multi-location match at this point.
Yeah, they are 100% just backstage, just destroying the Gorillas of, I can't remember their last. Is it Doom?
Destiny.
Destiny.
Because I know you knew it. I think you said part of it earlier, and I was like, the D's just escaping her right now. She can't.
Yes, I couldn't think of it, but yes, Destiny. So the Good Brothers are just steel chair, jeez, and Riley by the design and they got a door in the ring.
Man, everybody's using doors.
Yeah, I never thought that they were that popular, but doors and light tubes are getting very popular.
It's like someone figured out door like a basic door without a doorknob is cheaper than a table.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's $18 for this thing. It's $22 for that. Everybody.
Well, I mean, you got to account for those little metal pieces on the table and stuff. You know,
right?
Whole $4.
Oh, there's Jay with another win.
Hey, Jay White gets the win on top of the steel chair on top of Violent by Design. Oh, Eric Young is going to be mad at this guy.
Uh-huh.
He might be kicked. He's going to get, I don't know what they're punishing. Last time he dished out a punishment, everybody looked angry around him and more scared of him in the storyline and stuff. So, yeah. Vince should do less for TV. I agree, but I'm not him.
That's it. That's his call. I mean, when you
I was just hoping his daughter might be like, "Hey, Dad, are you good? Are you okay? You okay?"
I'm sure she has a few times.
Probably, but you
wait.
Can't. Oh, it's still going on in the back. They don't know that it's over. They don't know that they won.
That makes sense unless they can hear the music. But
no, but that's something Impact does very well. If you're backstage, they try to keep the realism alive.
There you go.
Jamie, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. I love these jokes. I love them. They're like best cringe dad jokes. I love them.
Right? The CJ brand is. Oh, we both clicked them.
Sorry. Yeah.
Good to see you, CJ. Well, how are you doing tonight? I hope things are well.
Yes. Oh, we got.
No, they're just leaving the building. They're out. They're done. Goodbye, Good Brothers.
I guess
that's it. That's the show.
That was. Jeez.
We got time on the clock.
They didn't even know the match ended, and they left fighting.
They're taking a walk.
I gotta say that's a pretty good cliffhanger for the go home show.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, obviously, like CJ said, we got the Bullet Club running around. Yeah, it's insane. We were going in every direction. So that's your go home show for Impact. We touched on just about everything of that stack card coming up on Sacrifice, and it ends with Jay White looking good, looking great, and big W for him.
Yes, it's looking absolutely great for Jay White. It's looking great for all of the matches. We saw Tasha Steelz win and is gonna face Mickey James soon. But we have such a stacked card on Sacrifice. Don't forget, Jay White's gonna be there again, fighting Alex Shelley. So that Motor City Machine Gun gonna pop up. Maybe Chris Sabin will get involved, and all of a sudden the Bullet Club. Who knows? We don't know. But yes, we have a full card to watch.
No, it's stacked. I can't wait for Saturday. And of course, folks, we will be here tomorrow. We have what we call the triple header, even though it's like a two and a half wrestling shows.
2.5.
But we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll be here for SmackDown, then Rampage. One of us is going to have to watch Level Up, maybe kind of. I don't know. We probably will though. And then we'll be. What's that?
I said, we can figure it out. We'll be watching. You guys will see us here tomorrow.
That's it. We're going to be back at it, and then we'll be here on the weekend for a crazy weekend, our big weekend, our first pay-per-views as a team. Can't wait to dig in. Can't wait to deliver it, folks. Obviously, it's Sacrifice, and then we come up with AEW Revolution. Dynamite had an amazing go-home show. That being said, we do give out some ratings at the end of these nights. So for me, that was an 8. The ending was a bit scrambled, so it almost made me want to give them a 7. But because the cliffhanger and Jay White picking up the W, I'll give it a solid 8 tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. The 8 is probably the best level. A lot of people won matches that I didn't expect, but also we had that very cool Heath moment. So
yeah,
we had very good. And yes, the ending was a bit messed up, but they probably couldn't figure out how to end the show to get to the next thing. So I'm not going to blame them. I'm not going to blame them. There's a big thing coming up. That's probably the best one. Let's just go out through the door.
Absolutely. Right. So a couple questions here before we get going, but what do we got? Any thoughts on the Wyndham will show? That's a great question. I've been looking like a dumbass on YouTube and the internet for like 5 months now because of Bray Wyatt and Wyndham. I thought he was going to show up, in the fall. I thought he might be here around, there was rumors that he was going to show up at the Rumble, and I thought there was no way, but I would still pop. That's a big switch with all the talk about going the other way. Yeah, I mean, I fully expect him to still show up at AEW. I mean, that just seems like the most plausible thing we're going to get from Bray or Wyndham. I'm a huge fan. I just want him to come back to the ring. Wyndham, if you can hear me, you got a fan who misses you, buddy.
Yes, absolutely. I'm on the same page. He was so awesome. And I know he's probably having some good times with the horror genre right now. And his YouTube page is very active, honestly. There's usually a lot of very short little videos, and it's all very much leading to he's going somewhere, but he's not dropping enough hints just yet.
Yeah, no, he's a creative mind. I was just excited at the opportunity for him to be himself, like be less shackled. I want to just hear an interview and get more information, like how much of the creative was his, how much was it theirs. And I mean, it could go either way on that one. So Chris agrees with CJ, which is excellent. I don't think there's many people who are just like, he sucks. I don't hear too many people. Everyone's curious what he's going to do.
I don't think I've heard anybody to say that Wyndham sucks. It's more like, where'd he go and when's that he coming back and what's he going to come back as? Just a lot more love and speculation.
How about Wyndham shuts down Revolution? Like Wyndham, let's assume Paige goes over. Let's assume the heavyweight title's the main event. And we get a lights out and a whole different story. It's the biggest week in AEW history. They are pumped. They can't wait to go. Anything's possible. We could have 3-4 debuts.
Honestly, it's AEW. We could have 3-4 debuts. And if he's one of them, geez, that would be, I mean, those lights shutting off, I would not guess that he's there.
No, I mean, with so many options, and I laughed at CJ's comment. That's why I brought it up. But the Husky Harris sucked. He really did. He was really lost. Yeah. And I mean, if you look at the picture of him and Bray side by side, you're like, same dude, really? But I want Bo to come back with him. I want that to be part of the deal. Like it's Bray and Bo and someone else, and they have a little cult going on. But I think Bo was another guy who was underrated, underutilized.
It's a really good option. Real brothers in a tag team. Where's the best place to go for tag teams and creepy brothers?
Did you throw in Creepy Brothers?
Yes, because Matt Hardy is Damascus and he makes no sense.
Oh, none at all. None.
No.
There you go. So there's that one.
Yes,
Oh,
Bo
wait,
and Bray. Their
Yeah,
cult,
like-
if they made a cult as a faction, it would they'd take over the House of Black.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you still think there's an outside chance that Wyndham goes back, Bray goes back to WWE?
I don't think so. I think
Right?
he was squished so much. His creativity was just squished so much, and I don't see it. They made him lose to Randy Orton with one RKO.
Yeah.
Why?
Right? We clicked on that. I want to see what this one was. Did you guys see the CYN Braun EC3 will partner with AEW and Impact soon? What do you guys think will happen with the platform soon? Yeah, I mean, the Control Your Narrative platform has been cool. And some of the visuals, I talked about it before with Braun, EC3, Karrion Kross. I mean, you think of those three men and the way they've kind of done the overall branding and imaging. It's been really cool. I'm really excited to see what they could do. Again, it's just going to be one of those small things, but will they be in and out? Will they be involved? Again, how do you fit Braun into it all? I highly think it's possible, but I kind of like what EC3's done. I wasn't a big EC3 fan. Obviously, you being a big Impact fan might have a better handle on him than I do. But he never really got over in my heart in either company. So, what do you think?
Well, even being an Impact fan, EC3 was great, but I never found him very enthusiastic. He kind of just walked in and was like, "Yeah, I'm the best. Now I'm here." That was about it. Like there wasn't a lot in charismaticness about him, but
Yeah.
I understand he was a heel and that he's serious. So
Really serious.
I don't know what this new promotion is going to bring, but if there's so many people and all of the Karrion Kross and Braun have both talked to Impact, so maybe they will partner soon, and then look at all that crossover. So, and I'm sure as soon as that gets popular, AEW will jump right on it, and it'll be good. So, or at least I hope so.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit of time, but I mean, we've seen things like Terminus pop up. I mean, MLW is doing good things for themselves. I mean, there's again that groundswell where we can kind of go on right now and we'll probably find another wrestling show that we could watch for a little while. I mean,
first wrestling. There's they're always on, and there's so many wrestling shows that are always on all hours of the day. Even you can find one at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a great night, LJ and KJ. See you tomorrow, Summer. We will be back with a wonderful watch along of SmackDown Rampage. Maybe a little bit of a level up.
It's a small level up. So let's see, make sure we didn't miss anything. We're just about there in a way. And hell restarts with WWE. You said that as well, AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Or LJ.
Yes, LJ. Yes.
Yes.
LJ. Also, I have a question. Can you pronounce my name? Because you keep calling me Laura.
I never called you Laura. I called you Lyra.
Lyra. It's Lyra.
Lyra Joe. That's why I just call you LJ. That means easier.
It's not just you. It's just I was like, I don't know if I've said the actual pronunciation of my name, because it's like Madria. It looks weird when then you try to say it, and it's like that's not what.
It's the combination of L, R, and Y in succession, and then it's almost like one big vowel sound after the L. So you're like, Lyra.
Yeah. It is just one big.
If I called you Laura, you should punch me.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
What else do we got? I hope Bray doesn't resign. No, I don't think he will.
He does deserve better.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then, how do you guys feel about AEW constantly bringing in new wrestlers and dropping the current people they have now? Tony stated that he will drop his old heads for new people. Do you want to touch on that one first?
It depends on who he gets rid of, I guess. And he doesn't seem to be actually releasing or firing anybody. It just he's giving them a contract, and if in the time that contract is set and then to expire, you make sure in that time you make a statement. So I feel like,
sorry,
yeah.
I got New Japan on, but yeah, finish your point.
Oh yeah, New Japan, right? Yeah, they also had a premiere tonight.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Let's just stay. No, I'm tired. But yeah, no, to your point, it's just crazy. They've had such an influx, but they can't sign everybody, but they just bought a whole new company. I mean, like you said, they have no excuse for not highlighting the women's division. They just bought one.
Yes.
So
And it's a little disappointing that like Christian Cage kind of took over Marco Stunt's thing.
mhm.
But also Marco wanted to go on The Voice, so I'm like, maybe there was some communication with like, oh, I'll let my contract expire and then I'll come back. But I definitely think Brian Cage is there because Taz said something,
Oh,
because he has not done anything. His Terminator outfit at that weird pay-per-view looked like cardboard cosplay. So great show tonight. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yes, we can't wait either. So I'm glad we have such a dedicated fan base with so much to talk about and so many likes and positive thoughts. So it's great.
I'm blown away. I mean, we were talking about some of the analytics over the last 24 hours, and I mean, considering where we've come from and where we're going, I mean, I keep saying it. I mean, it's building and it's been amazing, and we're always happy when one or two people show up. The fact that people are showing up and giving us lots of love, and we're seeing growth and we're seeing movement, it's real cool. The buzz is there, and we've just only begun. We're like literally, we're just in the infancy of figuring out all our tricks of our trade and a lot of trial and error and lots of things planned. And you never know, we might actually release a song or something. You never know. You never know.
I mean, we are a family. We are a family. So
The fam's all here.
got a fam. Yes, and with this, the fans are also the fam. You're killing it. Yes, thank you very much. We try very hard.
Absolutely.
That's about it. We are trying very hard, all three of us. This
It's
triad, not a tripod, a triad.
They're the tripod.
Tripod.
But yeah, no, I mean, overall, AEW can't sign everyone, but they got so much. I mean, it's an interesting time. I mean, as far as if you wrote the rosters down on paper, there's more names I want to watch on that show right now. And again, we can argue about production value in that, but just on paper, there's so many solid names.
Yes.
Big things for the channel. I can't wait for the growth. CJ, much love, much appreciated. I didn't hear it go, so I'll let you go with that one.
I don't know about you, but I am getting a little bit tired. And yes, New Japan is on, so you might want to watch that. It looks like Chris is also watching New Japan.
Yeah. I think we're going to call it, but
yes, I think we're going to call it. But thank you for everybody for joining us. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Ring the bell. Always got to make sure we will always be putting out content, and it'll always get better from here. So I've been LJ, and this is wonderful KJ. I will get my directions better one day. And have a very good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and we'll definitely see you on the flip side real quick. We'll throw it out to CJ. Yes. Do you think? I don't think anybody needs 3 hours. They need a different show, and I would like to see them put some time slots. Take ROH and drop it right at the same time as SmackDown or something, and really mix things up. But you got so many options. Good night, LJ. Thank you for that. I always do my little spiel, so we will see everybody tomorrow. We are coming back for SmackDown. We're doing the triple header, the 2.5 header, and then we are coming in for 2 pay-per-views this weekend. That's right, 2 pay-per-views. We are not stopping, folks. Like I keep saying, we just started at the bottom. Now we're working all the way back up to the penthouse, and we're going to have fun. So enjoy the ride. Like, subscribe. LJ killed it tonight. I had so much fun. God, you know a lot about Impact. And yeah, folks, tune in. Enjoy this. And I can't wait to see everyone on the flip side. And I can't wait to see everybody in the penthouse.
In the penthouse.
In the penthouse. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.